Hi, my name is Matt Moses. I am the founder of Bob Moses Ceramic Coating and the CEO. Bob Moses Ceramic Coating was founded in 2017 out of necessity. I was actually looking for somebody to ceramic coat my personal RV, which at the time was a 37-foot toy hauler fifth wheel. And the year prior, I had actually paid a company to ceramic coat a new Ford pickup truck that I had, a black F-250. And I was so impressed with the product, I didn't want to spend 3 hours washing my RV anymore. And, with the experience that I had on my truck, it was a no-brainer to do this. However, what I quickly realized is nobody did RVs at that time. So Bob Moses was my grandfather, and he really was a great person. He was instrumental in raising me. In fact, I actually started working with my grandfather at the age of 8 at the swap meet over on 55th and Bethany, for those that are Phoenix locals. The swap meet is still there today, and I worked with my grandfather till the age of 16. He had the same spot for 14 years. In fact, the week before he had his stroke and subsequently passed away, he was still working at the swap meet well into his 80s. So when I started Bob Moses Ceramic Coating, I had actually just set up a corporation as Moses Ceramic Coating LLC, and I wasn't sure what my actual doing business name was going to be. And then one day, it kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. And I don't know if it was divine inspiration, but it was as if Gramps was talking to me. And I thought, what an incredible way to honor the legacy and the character and integrity that he instilled in me, bring his story back to life. And what's one of the greatest things about this is almost daily people say, well, you're Matt, who's Bob? And I get to bring his character back to life. And that's really important to me. I've been an RVer for 20 years. In fact, my wife and I's probably fourth or fifth date was in my Thor Tahoe toy hauler. It was a 2004. And that was my second RV, mind you. I had a first RV before I met her. And I've been RVing essentially my whole adult life. And so I understand what it is to maintain these things. Like, I get it. I was the guy that was, having a company wax it 3 to 4 times a year and, spending $600-700 each time doing that. And, you want to take care of your stuff and keep it looking good. So I understand what the needs of RVers are. I didn't jump into this business as an opportunist. I came into this business because I wanted the product for my RV. So I knew if I wanted it, probably the rest of my community wanted it. And after my experience of having ceramic coat on my black F-250 and seeing how it stayed cleaner longer, I could wash it in minutes, not hours. I knew that this was going to be a huge thing for RVs. So at that point, I made some phone calls, did some research over the course of probably 4 or 5 months, maybe 6 months, and learned and educated myself. I don't come from a detail background, and quite frankly, I don't consider us detailers. We do ceramic coating. That is our specialty. We don't mix with vacuuming cars or putting wax on, because quite frankly, I don't believe in those products. Waxes, sealants, they just don't survive our temperatures here in Arizona. So learning and educating myself on the science behind ceramic coating, that really opened the door for Bob Moses. So one of the things I quickly learned about ceramic coating is probably 8 out of 10 ceramics out there are private labeled. So if you're watching this video, most of what you see offered to the public is made in China, it's made in Taiwan, and they're not typically sourced direct from a manufacturer. And so you've got all these different brands, and it's very confusing. You can go on Amazon, you see this for 20 bucks, and you got a guy that charges 300, and then you got a guy that charges 3,500. And that was my experience back in 2016 when I started doing this research before opening in 2017. And so we quickly, after opening, landed on this product called Sentia. And Sentia is one of the oldest ceramic coating companies that I know of in the world. They've been in business since 1997. They specifically make an SiO2 coating. That's a silica dioxide. Essentially what that does is it bonds with your clear coat, your paint, your car, your boat, whatever it may be. It quite literally crystallizes into glass. And so if you look at this RV behind me, it looks like it's got a layer of glass on top of the paint. And so what's happening is that crystallizes, and that is protecting your paint, your clear coat from the free world. So anything that's happening, UV, dust, dirt, bird droppings, tree sap, it's not getting to the paint, it's staying on top of the ceramic coat. So, I think one of the reasons that people choose Bob Moses is our commitment to customer success. You know, if you're ever in my office, in my shop, when I talk to my franchises, we don't deal in customer service. Big companies, Verizon, they deal in customer service. Tell me who's happy with that. We deal in customer success, meaning that we are going to make you happy. Even if it's not our problem, we want to make your bad day better. Currently, to date, we have done over 9,700 vehicles through our currently 11 locations, which is something I'm really proud of. It's a number that is just unbelievable to me, something I started out of my garage and was just hoping that this would be just a great thing that I could offer the community, and it's turned into something of a life of its own. Something I want to mention that I'm really, really proud of is if you go to any one of my Bob Moses locations around the country, most of them you're going to walk in and you're going to find a husband, a wife, a daughter, a son, and that is very reminiscent of Bob Moses, as we've really brought the family business back to the community. And we make connections, and if you go and call any one of my locations, you're probably going to find the owner sitting in the office, or his wife, or his daughter, or their son, and I think that's just a really special thing, and I think it's something that this country was built on, and we're bringing it back and getting back to that.